Have you ever woken up and thought to yourself, man, why my work is so hard? Like everyone has so much fun with it. It doesn't even feel like work for I wish I had the same, bro. Now you will get the answer, because I've gone through the same exact shit, and here's the system to beat it all. I was a little sponge getting so much knowledge from millionaire entrepreneur, and you've probably gone through that. You felt so resistant to work, like there's an invisible wall. You know, it's not fun, it's not pleasurable, it's just a torture every single day just to make more money to provide for your family. On top of that, your work doesn't get paid off, discipline weakens, your willpower fatigues, and all of that basically goes out slowly as a torch in the tunnel. When you're going blindly for miles and miles, you lose energy, you lose light, and at some turn in the tunnel, you just lay down and it's game over. That's the path when you go through self-improvement journey. Now today we'll have to change. That's why I introduced you to Fiend system. It's a lot better than discipline. It's a lot better than relying on motivation or some other system. You will make your work fun, effortless, irresistible, and non-stop. Our goal is to not repair ourselves in 1 year to get results. Our goal is to work for 15 or 20 years, not even blinking with our eye, and still enjoying it. We almost forget why we come here. It's not the end result. It's not the money in the end, but fulfillment. Our life is still going. Like we will make money, but we have to get back to our purpose, bro. We have to get back to why we even work. And we have to do it intentionally. We have to do it purposefully. We have to do it with pleasure and fun. I always stumbled upon YouTubers that were just talking about hard grind, and you know, their argument is they have fun from it. I believe in it. You get fun from the progress, because we as a man tend to dominate, and when we dominate, we get so much dopamine. At the end of the day, we have to enjoy the process. That's some cute advice that will finally work for you. If nothing worked, try this, bro. Let's start with fun. That's an extraordinary step to make your work fun that we'll talk about in a second. Remove or minimize the effect of other fun things. That's like, imagine you've been put in a box. You're a child. You're a 6-year-old child. You don't know almost nothing in this world. and you're sitting in a white box, 4-on-4, with nothing else. There's an encyclopedia in front of you. Right to it, a brand new toy, shiny toy with so much colors in it. What will you choose? In an isolation, in a vacuum, you will definitely choose the shinier one. We have to get back to our life. And what do you see? The exact same shit. You're in the box, not white. Unfortunately, we're not in a solitary confinement. But there's that encyclopedia, your PC, your like working station, and that toy is Chrome. That toy is like Instagram. You want to scroll through it, right? There's YouTube motivational videos. Those are also a shiny object. You want to go outside, you invite your friends, and there it is, another distraction. You want to message that girl. You have a crush in your school. I know you look at that one girl with the thoughts of making your life together, making kids and whatever. That's a fucking cancer for your life to work normally. Like you have to remove them. Short form, partying, drinking, going to bed late, ruining your schedule. All of those things are fun. Like this thing in front of me is fun. That's why I put it here, to resist it. And we have to eliminate them. Because fun is relative. That's how you look at it. If you come back to that exact same kid in a box and put out that shiny toy, we'll realize that he will do nothing else but read. He will have fun from that encyclopedia, even if it's the worst one on this planet. Are you getting to my point? We just have to get our work in a vacuum, and our brain will automatically question, how can we make it more fun? How can we enjoy it? What is the process in it? I wanted to go through every section of your life, specifically health, wealth, relationships, physical relationships, friends, your routine. What can you remove from that? What can you minimize? Like, what is the actual bottleneck? Be honest with you. What is dragging you back? That one thing. Remove it from every section of your life. As we did that, next step is gamify. That's probably the reason why video games are fun. Because we love progress. We love to dominate. Video game allow you to do it perfectly. It gives you score. It gives you the exact ranking system to go forward. You get clear numbers, how you improve, what you need to get, required XP to slay that dragon, slay that big boss, and you go slowly by the ladder. It's basically a financial ladder, but in a video game. Yet it feels so much more fun. It's so much colors in it. But the problem is we have to transfer it to the real fucking life. Our business is the exact same shit. You have to get the exact experience of gaming. You have some number of XP you gained in the last like 18 or 20 years. Yet 10k a month requires so much more XP in the exact specific field. For me, I chose coaching, I chose consulting through YouTube. You choose yours. There's a ranking system. You have to get better at your shit. You're competing on the market. That's the wrong competition. You have to compete with past you. You don't know what's the background of Charlie Morgan. You don't know the background of Hamza Ahmed. How long has he been working? How much videos has he deleted before he got his viral video? You don't know that. Maybe he's been working 6 years for that shit. Compare it with past you. Get better on a scale of yesterday you and tomorrow you. Just try to be better. For some points, that's not important. But main point is you keep going. You have the same rankings as in the video game. And when you approach this game with playish mindset, with little mindset that past you is your best friend and you're playing FIFA, what is your goal? Basically fucking beat him. Basically score as much as you possibly can. Every single day when you sit down to work, ask yourself, how can I do it more fun? What would it look like if it were fun? Your brain will start generating some ideas and you'll create some game, you'll get some quests, you will switch your working place and saturation of that work will be doubled. So effortless. We enhanced our work. We enhanced fun of our work. Now we have to reduce gross part of our work, like getting started. Because basically, procrastination is the art of not starting. In stupid language, effortless work is a work that requires no effort. It's a no-brainer move for you to choose working instead of other options. We have to remove resistance, physical and mental one, between you and your work. The hardest part is just turn off that PC and start fucking work. First 5 minutes are 5 times harder than the rest 2 hours. Our goal is to make that starting point a lot easier. First action step, 5-minute rule. Always follow 5-minute rule. When you don't feel like, just go into your workspace, put a timer on 5 minutes, try to work. Force yourself, either you're exhausted, either you're tired, that's not important. Just force yourself on the fucking chair, give yourself 5 minutes. If you don't want to work, that's absolutely fine, because you put yourself 5 minutes. But in 99.9% of cases, you will continue working, because the hardest thing is just we're just pushing before starting. And starting point is discomfort zone. Just push through it with that 5-minute rule and you will always start working. And second part, minimize resistance on the first step. What's stopping you from making the one step? It's probably a physical resistance. Literally, your PC is far away from you, or your laptop is in your bed, you have to get it, or it's in another room, whatever. When you want to play guitar, if it's right behind me, I'll be tempted to play because it's right in front of me. But if it's another room, there's some added friction. So we have to minimize that friction. Always know where it lays. We can get it in like within 3 meters or something like that. But there's mental resistance. We just don't want to do it. We're just not looking to work today. What is it? Action is super simple. We have to brainwash ourselves with our work. We have to consume as much content as possible about our business model. We have to always be thrilled to work. You've probably never heard this advice, but when you listen to some podcasts, to lectures, your favorite YouTubers about your thing, you always get reminded of it. You always get new ideas about your business. And when you get them, business actually becomes fun. Business actually becomes enjoyable. You want to get the same result. So whenever you are, or when you commute to your school, university, go to the gym, whatever, turn on some podcasts. Just consume something about your business so that you always keep reminded of why you need to work. What financial results do you need to get through that work? And when you get home, you will be actually craving for some work. And now we're killing mental resistance. Another step that will help us is break it down. Break it down into simple steps. You've heard it before, but scripting part is not that hard. It's basically 10 little steps. You sit down, you need to write an idea. Just write a title, 60 characters. Now you move to the intro. It's like 300 characters. You create a list. Main part. First part, addressing the problem. Fourth part is story or whatever. You keep going like that. Break down every single step to make it a lot easier to basically understand. You just have to make the first step. If you don't want to do the second step, that's absolutely fine. But there's only one thing in front of you. It's not scripting anymore. It's just writing the idea. Now we have to make it irresistible. We have to get glued to our work is to get into flow. Flow state is basic moment when you lose a sense of time. When you're completely occupied with that one thing and you can do it almost forever. We get it usually while doing some creative tasks like playing a guitar, playing some video game, writing and recording. Right now, I lost the sense of time. By the way, I'm lying, I'm looking at the time. I don't know at what minute I'm recording. My thoughts are flowing, I'm having fun from it. Our goal should be to always get into flow. I was talking about it. Focus is a synonym of a flow, is a synonym of getting that one task and losing your mind over it. Hardest part to get into flow is first 15 minutes. Again, we need to allocate our army, our like brain points, our energy into getting through that first step. As soon as we get that, we're in a flow. So hardest part for me today was setting up the light, was like putting the microphone, getting it out of the closet, getting drink with me, getting out the script, collecting my thoughts. Now I'm like flowing. I can record one more video. There will be a third one, but I have got no time. Actionable step for today is get into a flow state. You will know when it's a flow state. You will have a sign. You will not want to be distracted. You will not want to go out and do something else. To make that process pleasurable, we have to seek comfort. Basically, make our workspace comfortable. Bring up water with you, turn on some cute light, turn on music, create a space when we will want to get glued for 3 or 4 hours. There's nothing that can pull me back. I'm completely relaxed. That state is such a king, bro. All you have to do is ask yourself, how can I make it more pleasurable? How can I make today's experience feel comfortable, feel convenient, feel like you're on a date with yourself? Every single work session is a date. You're approaching it as something sexy. All of those parts are useless without the last one. Non-stop. We have to think long-term. Consistency is everything we've got to the last point. When we started our work, we were disciplined. We were so hard working. If you got started and you know the process of the business, you know how it all works, you hit the plateau, you need to get a second result, or you need to get your first result. Think long-term. You will get that first client. You will get monetized on YouTube. But the main part is, how long will you be able to work? How long will you be able to work on one task every single day for 2 to 4 hours? That's the most crucial question you have to ask yourself. We all play the same game of business, but 90% of entrepreneurs lose it. Why? They literally stop the marathon. They think it's sprints. So when every other businesses like Coca-Cola, like McDonald's, like Apple go long-term, they worry about getting consistent products rather than huge ideas or explosions right now. We tend to sprint, and as we get fatigued, we switch to another business model. We get back to our shitty habits. That's the equivalent of when we get tired of the first business model. It doesn't get us results. We switch to another one. Like, how come you get this if you can't even stick to it for 2 years? This business model will make me money for 20 years. I just have to endure for that time. If I'm able to work for 20 years, I can as well progress through that time. I'll be able to be fucking great at my videos in that 20 years. I'll probably become the best storyteller on this fucking planet. You're always quitting, and you don't have to win the war. Like, Charlie Morgan recently posted some video about war. He put a perfect concept right here. World War II, how dominant countries won that war. They weren't obsessed over the bigger picture. They weren't obsessed over the war, because it's not important as long as they win those little fights on the borders. Like, war doesn't matter as long as you keep winning today's fight. You have a rival with you today to start your work, to make that hard script, to record that hard video with length of 1 hour. You have another war for fighting for another land. When a year passed by and you will keep doing these little fights, you look at yourselves and you stacked those wins. That's what I'm talking about. You have to think about today's fight rather than next year championship or wherever. You will grow exponentially. The online business model tends you to think exponential. Not today, but 2 years from now. Because probably right now you will not get any result. 2025 is about to come, or if it came for you, you will not get results till probably July, till August. You will get close to 0 results. You will be working hard as fuck. It will not give you a single penny. Every change will happen in the last part of the year. In December, in November. You will start to pay off later when you actually get good at it. When you actually know you can surpass the competition. Your main goal is to just wait for it. You know, I was fighting for my life to go through that YouTube war. I got close to 200 subs in 1 year. But this is not the main point. I'm still not good at it. I'm still not perfect. As soon as I will get good at it, I will explode. I just have to wait for that moment. And that moment is different for you. It's different for me. For me, it can be 2 years. If you lock it, it can be 1 year for you. No one knows. Give it a shot. You know how to make it fun. You know how to make it effortless, irresistible. Now you know how to make it non-stop. There's nothing left for you but just executing. Closing that fucking video and execute. If you're interested in working with me, click on the link below. I'll work one-on-one, 100% guaranteed. That's all. Bye.